things out there, it's called books. You're standing on the high school steps. The double doors swung closed behind you for the last time. Not the last time you'll ever be damned or praised by your peers, spoken of in whispers, but the last time you'll lock your locker, zip up your gym bag, put on your out-of-style jacket, your too tight shoes. You're about to be done with it. The gum, the gossip, the worship of a boy in the back row, histories of wheat and war, cheat sheets, tardies, the science of water, negative numbers and compound fractions. You don't know it yet, but what you'll miss is the books, heavy and fragrant and frayed. The pages greasy, almost transparent, thinned at the edges by hundreds of licked thumbs. What you'll remember is the dumb joy of stumbling across a passage so perfect it drums in your head, drowns out the teacher, and the lunch bells ring. You've stolen A Tree Grows in Brooklyn from the library. Lingering on the steps, you dig into your bag to touch its heat. Stolen goods, willfully taken in full knowledge of right and wrong. You call yourself a thief. There are worse things, you think. Fingering the cover, tracing the embossed letters like someone blind. This is all you need as you take your first step toward the street, joining the characters whose lives might unfold at your touch. You follow them into the blur of the world, into whoever you're going to be. This is another poem for students. I'm a teacher, and I've had a number of students who've been very shy, painfully shy. And I was a shy student myself. And so this is a poem for one of those students. It's called The Student. She never spoke, which made her obvious. The way death makes the air obvious in an empty chair. The way sky compressed between bare branches is more gray or blue. The way a window is more apparent than a wall. She held her silence to her breast like a worn coat. Smoke, an armful of roses. Her silence colored the smaller silences that came and went, that other students stood up and filled in. I leaned near the window in my office. She sat on the edge of a chair, hips rigid, fidgeting while I made my little speech. February light pressed its cold back against the glass, sealing us in. She focused on my lips as I spoke, as if to study how it's done, the sheer mechanics of it. Orchestration of jaw and tongue, teeth shifting in tandem, shaping the air. So I stopped. Let her silence drift over us. Let it sift in like smoke or snow. Let its petals settle on my shoulders. I looked outside to the branches of a stripped tree. Winter starlings folded in their speckled wings. Chilled flames shuddering at the tips. Students wandered across campus as if underwater, hands and air unfurling, their soundless mouths churning, irate or ecstatic, I couldn't tell, ready to burn it all down or break into song. When I looked back, her eyes had found the window. Tree, students, birds swimming by, mute in their element. It was painful to hear the papery rasp of her folding and unfolding hands, to watch color smudging her neck and temple, branching to mist the delicate rim of one ear. I listened to the air sunder between us, the feverish hush collapse. I could hear her breath, smoke rising from ice. I could see what it cost her to make that leap, what heat it takes for the body to blossom into speech.